Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you these CREE 100 watt equivalent LED bulbs. These are Experience Exceptional bulbs, according to their title at the top, whatever that means. I was given these a while back, and well, I'd like to share them with all of you. So they're both the exact same thing. We'll just set one aside and take a look at one of them. This one has rich colors. That must be their thing. It has a very good CRI there. Has a longer life. 10-year, 100%. They had to put that twice. It's shatterproof, yes, because it's all plastic. I don't know why it would shatter. 100 watt, of course, it uses 17 watts. This is a soft white version, so I'm sure it came in other color temperatures as well. Beautiful light for rich, natural colors. 1600 lumens. It says it's $2.05 a year, probably based on 3 hours of use a day. It's dimmable. It's compliant with whatever California wants. It's CREE. There's their promise of this bulb actually working. We have information on the back and the side. It's a picture. What did it do? Change the bedding? It wouldn't be that big of a difference, I wouldn't think. And this is the bottom. So about 2018, I assume, is when this was a thing, judging by the copyright date there. So we'll open it up. Get one bulb in this giant box. So there's our bulb. It's kind of like A23 in shape. Short neck anyway. Here's a standard 60 watt incandescent. Of course, the same size. A19 as a 100 watt incandescent would be. And we'll compare the heights. Of course, it is much taller and much bigger. I don't know if it's A21. It kind of looks like A23 to me. I don't know if it's said on the box. I didn't really notice. But we have CREE. We have all the typical information here around the base. And that's really about it. Some blue, probably from a printing process or something. And it's glued on there pretty good. So, let's get the dimmer here. You know what? Let's go ahead and also get the divider, even though I don't have a 100 watt incandescent. You know what? I do. One moment. Okay, so we have our adapter and the generic 100 watt bulb here. It's a little dirty, probably made by Sylvania for some generic company, but you know what? It'll be our comparison. So let's go ahead and put in our divider into the dimmer here. Since it is a dimmable LED, we'll put the incandescent in on one side and the LED on the other. Of course, filament LEDs are the way to go nowadays, but this was a thing. Okay, so let's turn these off, the really big video lights, and we will set it to bright. Let's turn it on. Okay, so it took a second, obviously, for the LED to get to full brightness. Turn off the other light now. I would say, absolutely, it's as bright as the 100 watt incandescent. No doubt about that. Of course, the camera's just going to show them both as bright. But not one is really brighter than the other. They're pretty much the same. So, let's see how well they dim together. We'll slowly dim them here. And naturally, the incandescent is dimming much more quickly with a warmer tone than the LED. The LED is still quite bright for this setting. We could dim it way down. Now you can see the LED is definitely much brighter than the incandescent. The incandescent's even dimmer than a nightlight bulb at this point. And we get it so dim, of course the filament's just barely glowing in the 100 watt incandescent. And now, finally, over here in the LED equivalent, we're definitely a little dimmer than a standard nightlight. Let's see how dim we can get it. Oh, and there they both went out. So we were right at the end. Okay, so we'll go all the way back to full brightness. If the camera will adjust back, there we go. So that's a pretty decent. It takes longer to get dimmer, but it definitely has a very nice range before it finally goes out. Because some LEDs you get so far and then they go right out before the incandescent is even all the way at dark. So definitely a pretty good range of dimmability here. You just have to be very careful towards the end before it falls off and totally stops, well, producing light. So that's pretty much it. They're both definitely equivalent. They're both, well, it's a pretty good answer to the 100 watt incandescent. However, it's a little big compared to the traditional A19 size. Definitely not as hot. I can go like this, and if I did that to that bulb, I would burn my hand. I'm sure this would heat up after a while too, though. Anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this quick little video of the CREE 100 watt Experience Exceptional, or whatever they want to call this thing, 100 watt equivalent LED bulb. Also, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.